E continuar aqui a quest aqui, Problemas Sem Solução, a origem da contaminação. É a missão lendária do menino aqui, do Tinari. Missão lendária do Tinari. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui na coisa antes. Eu não vou poder gastar as chaves ali. Porque eu tô com 8 chaves. E não dá pra eu terminar aqui algumas missões. Mas aqui a missão lendária, vou continuar ela, eu tinha começado. Eu tô fazendo ela junto com a missão do Arconte, os sonhos vazios e engano. Tô fazendo as duas juntas. A primeira parte tá aí no canal. Também peço que inscrevam-se no canal, dê o like ou dislike, comente, compartilhe, ative o sino, isso ajuda bastante a melhorar o desempenho do canal. Já que eu tô aqui na vila, eu vou comprar umas coisas bem aqui no vendedor. Tá tendo um delay aí, parece. Deve ser internet. Então tem que descer pra cá. Vou falar aqui com a menina, com a Colei.
Oh, hi there, traveler in Paimon.
Deixa eu acelerar essas conversas aqui.
I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment.
No need.
Oh.
But once I'm done, you can deliver. He gets a little nervous. I'll go prepare the medication.
Doing any better? That's one. Oh yeah. He asked me. Suna didn't get mad.
It's nothing.
Of course I did.
Yes, we're go. I'm leaving everything to you.
Huh?
Many things are deal with problems.
That's right. All right. Master, traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves.
You put too much confidence in me. Let's return and find that.
I can do this. I can do this.
As borboletas aqui eu nunca tinha visto. Que isso, é um aquário? É um aquário sem peixe. Deixa eu ver pra onde é que eles foram. Não vieram pra cá. Eu não sei se aqui é uma caverna. Com certeza que é. Aqui tem uns portais que são caverna. Leva a pessoa pra caverna.
Follow the wind.
Assim também tá tendo aqui o evento novo, torneio de cogumelos. Eu posso fazer o começo rápido ou fazer a missão ali, né? Ainda não fiz. E esse daqui, o julgamento do aventureiro, eu já fiz ele. Eu já fiz o julgamento do aventureiro.
We're here. This should be... Huh? Where's the crab? Did it secretly scuttle away?
The traps weren't triggered. So you honored our agreement and waited here until we returned. As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Keep it safe. I'm not giving you another one if you lose it. Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper into the contaminated region. I want to see what happened there. What caused the Avidya forest to become like this?
So this is the contaminated region that everyone's been talking about. It's like...
Do you feel unwell at all? Good. It's as I predicted.
How do you know that?
I haven't entered the contaminated region for a proper investigation. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis. Look at these flowers. How are they different from normal? This flower species is formally known as the Sumeru rose, but it is also known they're sensitive to ley lines and emit varying amounts of light in response. Excessive brightness indicates a dangerous level of... From the looks of things, the ley lines around here are already out of control.
They're saying the contamination here is coming from ley lines?
I can't confirm that right now, but I think that is the case. Let's take another look around and see if we can discover more clues.
You know, we haven't seen any animals this entire time. The birds used to chirp really loudly, and there were a lot of foxes.
This contaminated region currently appears to have a critical efflux of ley line energy. Some animals have keen awareness. They sensed something abnormal in this area and fled.
Leaky ley lines sure can cause a lot of damage, huh?
Like how plants have preferred growth conditions, we also gradually habituate to our surrounding environment. Climate, temperature, humidity, intensity of ley line energies. When people live under this equilibrium is... If normal fluctuations in temperature occur, then our bodies automatically adjust. However...
Then why are we okay?
I'm not sure why you are, but he and I are fine because our elemental capability... Of course, it's not a good idea to spend too much time in areas with concentrated ley line energy. The only one who can freely traverse this place is probably the mechanical crab. That's about it for the investigation. Help me find an open space. I want to test something.
Vai entrar nessa caverna aqui. Mal entrei, já tem outra conversa já.
Environment setup complete. Excellent. Looks like it's working.
What's this?
A purification device that I made.
What a neat...
I wouldn't mind if that would actually work. The purification device, if we want to permanently eradicate the... That's right.
Huh? The mechanical crab is acting a little strange.
Something's approaching. So that's it. Now that the ley line energy has stabilized, the monsters that had left are starting to return. Get rid of them quickly. Don't let them get close to the purification device.
Into the wind.
Incoming.
Help! Help!
Fine. One with nature.
Allow me. Cut to the chase. Don't blink. Hey!
The wind knows me.
Speed of light. Incoming.
One with nature.
Spare me. Please spare me.
Hey, are you okay?
These injuries are superficial. Don't move, I'll patch you up.
Who are you all?
Don't worry, we took care of him.
Oh, good. It's a monster! Hurry, attack it!
How do we explain this? Krabby here isn't a bad guy. It heard you shouting for help and brought us here to...
It's faking it. It has to be. Do you know what's inside the forest? It's all... I just came here to pick herbs. I gotta get out of here. Be careful. No wonder the academia wanted to completely ban the existence of mechanical life forms. Those...
Are you okay?
His inarticulate speech and bodily tremors indicate psyche disruption. He's been inside the contaminated region for too long. We've purified the ley line energy over there. Follow this path out and you'll soon see the village. At that point, someone will bring him to Kale for help. I already prepared medication that will return him to normal. So you think you did a good job and want a part as your reward?
It's so hard to understand.
Alright, regardless of what you're thinking, you did some real good this time. That's why I'll give you another mechanical part. Need any help with it? Guess not. Well, make sure to hang on to it. What was going through your owner's mind when he made you, I wonder? You're like a giant mechanical crab on the outside and a fluffy little hamster on the inside. And also, how do you feel about that person saying that you're as evil as the other mechanical life forms?
Okay, it definitely doesn't understand you.
It seems like it possesses limited understanding only towards matters related to mechanical components. Help others to get parts. That's probably its thought process. As for why it, or rather its owner, it's getting late. So let's set up camp for the night. We'll Hey, over here! Come on, you big lummox, raise your head and look up!
Eita, subiu lá pra cima. Subiu muito rápido. Mais conversível.
Let's set up camp here.
Alright, Paimon also thinks it's a...
Oh. Any particular...
This place is perfect to put up a big tent. We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons of delicious food.
You're not wrong, but the primary reason for choosing this place is because its higher elevation keeps us away from the water vapor below. Rainforests are very wet. You should always be careful when spending the night in damp places.
Olá, meu amigo. Seja
For the
bem-vindo aí.
next tasks at hand, let's divide and conquer. I'll set up the tent, you'll be in charge of making the fire, and Paimon will forage for edibles nearby.
Leave it to Paimon. Paimon's a pro.
I'm not expecting that much. Just do what you can. That's right. You can use rushes to start a fire in the wilderness. Their piths are relatively dry and can be readily set aflame. The downside is that they produce a lot of smoke.
Traveler, Tainari, Paimon couldn't find any food. Paimon didn't know that rainforest had so many interesting plants until we came here. They were all sort of weird-looking mushrooms, but Paimon didn't know which ones were edible. Paimon also saw wild berries on the ground, and Paimon was gonna fly over and pick them up, but the dead leaves on top suddenly started moving. It freaked Paimon out.
Those were probably dead leaf butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to evade predators. My guess is that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over, so they fled. Little did they know that you were more scared than they... Never mind. The tent's up, so you Oh, you found some already.
Ah, eu podia ter botado ela mais hoje porque ela tem
This time, it wants mechanical parts again.
Sorry, no part this time. That task wasn't important enough. If every little thing resulted in a reward, then it might start to take advantage of the system. I'll note little things like this and give a cumulative reward at a later time. That is one reason.
It looks really sad.
After some further thought, it might come up with some weird misunderstanding if I don't give it something. All right, here's another for you. I'm off to prepare dinner. We'll take shifts on lookout duty tonight. You two can sleep first. I'll wake you up later.
We need lookouts?
Yes. Even though most animals fled because of the ley lines, it's settled then. I'll set up some pest-repelling devices so poisonous insects don't... Have a good night. Not too good, though. You're still awake.
Vamos tirar aqui uma foto aqui com o personagem principal e o menino. E o Tinari.
This world is full of...
Eita. Essa atualização podia ter vindo com novas posições que o personagem ficasse, né? Ele fica só nessa posição. Tá bom.
All right, let's head up.
É, ainda tô acordado.
Paimon's getting slow. It's been a while since we camped outside like this. This is like when we just started adventuring together.
You're awake earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well? That's good. I was worried that you two wouldn't be able to sleep, so I specially... Don't worry. They're made from all natural ingredients. They have a Speaking of which, have you seen the crab? It was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went. So you can tell, my suspicion is less towards a ley line effluence of this magnitude occurred without any warning. Someone until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical lifeform research for years, so the topics related to they proposed an intriguing. However, in their pursuit, the irony is, I'm interested in the topic of mechanics. It's just my ancestors and the Veluca Shuna of the desert coexisted together and supported one another. The bloodline of my people was... So to me, all life is not by placing yourself above other... Really? Coffee? Did you prepare this for us? All right. Seeing that you're working so hard to help out, you're not planning on using it. Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on power. All right, suit yourself. Oh, and thanks for the coffee, but I'm about to go to sleep. The night watch is yours. Stay safe.
Sorry. Paimon slept through the entire night. Don't worry. Paimon will be sure to stay awake next time.
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. Quick question. Do you... me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the ley line effluence.
Is there something we can do?
Extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire forest aflame. Also, retrieve the pest-repelling devices from last night. We don't want to affect the ecosystem here.
Got it! Paimon will take care of the fire.
All right. Let's meet back here later. Guess it'll have to wait until we return. I also just remembered that I forgot to apply a scent. I'll make a new blend when we get...
Então vamos recolher aqui. Ah, Paimon aqui sozinho.
How do you put out a fire?
Ah, Paimon. Para recolher o dispositivo?
All right. It's about time to head out. The effects of the ley line try to conserve as much... As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
Hold the line! Loba, get them! Don't blink!
The wind knows me. nature.
Speed of light.
Mais bicho? Vem pra cá os dois.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Nowhere to hide. Incoming. Eat this! That's right, Pip.
Into the wind.
Pra entrar nessa caverna aqui.
It stopped here.
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are really different. Ley line energies are also stronger here. This may be the place we've been looking for. Ready yourselves.
Pra entrar aqui nessa dojo. Tá precisando ali de um boneco de planta, mas o Tinari, eu acho que o Tinari vai estar comigo, então eu não vou botar um boneco de planta. Deixa eu ver, Se ele não tiver, eu saio da dojo. Do abismo, né?
There's a ton of mechanical monsters here. They make this place their lair.
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly.
One with nature.
Nice and spicy. Don't blink.
One with the forest.
The wind knows me.
Can't see? I hear everything.
Speed of light.
Os ataques desse Tinari é igualzinho da Eloy. Da Eloy. Aloy. Iguais.
What is this?
Ley line energy is spilling out from here. This device, it's extracting energy from the ley lines without end. Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences? The ley lines won't be able to repair themselves if their flow is perpetually disrupted like this.
That's terrible. We have to stop it.
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in ley line energy, which take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
Wait, you're also vulnerable to the ley lines, right? We're staying. We can't leave you here by your...
Then let's look for it together. If there is no control unit...
You know where it is? Hey, wait for us!
Eu acho que não tem nada aqui pra se ver não,
Time to go.
baú. Acho que não tem nenhum baú aqui. Ah, tem um baú aqui, ó.
Time to go.
What's this? It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful, and watch your step.
Look! Someone's here! Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn off that machine now! Why aren't you saying anything?
His body is cold. It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken, likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. He collapsed and never got back up. Almost forgot about you. Here.
What is it doing?
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. We should find a repository of research documents if we keep going. The file room will definitely give us some clues, so let's go take a look.
Dá pra sentar aqui e tirar uma foto. Tem aqui o belo adormecido.
Wow! It's huge in here!
This place is a natural hiding spot with how hidden it is. The pipes continue further. Let's head in.
Did you two find anything?
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long.
Tape?
Yes, the Spontama created a device that visually records. However, these devices...
Come on, let's...
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. There...
Kakata? Kakata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone? There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh? You're also quite happy. Kakata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Kakata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruins and the research that the Academia had banned. I hope everything can start anew from this place. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being. It's fine. You will understand. One day, you will understand me.
Karkata is the mechanical crab, right? And that researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove something to the Academia?
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abatui. He was expelled from the Academia for researching mechanical life.
Junior researcher?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
He is, but academic progression isn't tied to age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their senior.
Oh.
Of course, age can be an issue. For a while, people always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's go and see if we can find other tape recordings. That's quite the time gap. I wonder what happened in between.
It's rare that you malfunction because of an operational error. Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my set parameters? All right, there you go. Water entered the chela and caused it to short-circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the ganglion. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I swapped in some new parts, so you should be all right now. Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful next time. We're tight on money right now, so we don't have a lot of parts or power to spare. I'm glad. Carcata, did you know? Yesterday, I dreamed that you could talk. Aren't the bunch at the Academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension of statistics? They were blown away when they saw us talking with each other. Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. You're so simple that you probably wouldn't even notice if I died. Never mind. I should probably be worrying about next month's power.
Mas o robô tá entendendo ele. Ele que
After
não entende
Abatsui
o
left the
robô.
Academia, everyone lost contact with him. I thought he was so despondent that he gave up on researching mechanical life forms. Instead, he had holed up here and continued his experiments.
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Carcata's broken parts. Why would he mess with ley lines?
Let's keep looking around. Following the serial numbers, the writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state. There's also an undated tape.
Maybe Carcata helped.
It's hard to.
Sorry, Carcata. I was just thinking about something. In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living being's instinct. When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged, you will prioritize your survival command and proactively recharge or replace your parts. That is a very dangerous thing. And today, I did something even more. I've officially activated the 3rd generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as our power source from now on. Conducting research on mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimped and saved, the more I have, wouldn't. I'm also getting tired, Carcata. I don't know what's driving me to continue with this research anymore. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing, and talking being. I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Carcata. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success. But even you can't understand me. Carcata, I wish you could... Yes, you cannot understand me, so you cannot answer me either. It is what it is. In a few days, I'll sell the failed ley line extractor for some more and continue my experiments. Life goes on, and I have to as well. This is new. If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain's thalamus... Oh, of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses? Carcata, come help me. Strange. Oh no, I have to shut down the extractor. shut it off. If we... Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor. So you... In the end, it's just like the academia said. Mechanical life forms only bring danger. I'm sorry, Kakata. In the end, I still wasn't able to turn you into a true mechanical life form.
I see. So the ley line effluence was an accident. After Abatui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts, and...
Paimon understands. Then why didn't Karkata go haywire like the other machines?
Because Karkata is different from the other machines. Structures similar to living organisms, the ability to cry and laugh, and capacity for independent thought. To Abat, perhaps only by building such a machine could he have the academia acknowledge his protracted research. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata as a friend instead of an experimental product, he would have noticed. Karkata can't speak.
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit. But before that, we have a more urgent task at hand. First, let's find the control unit for the ley line extractor and shut it down.
Eita, foi longe, hein? Tem um baú bem aqui. Tem um baú ali do outro lado. Ah não, é só uns caixotes, né? Eu pensei que era um baú também. Não tem mais nenhum baú pra cá escondido, né?
More of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze.
Interessante, né? Aqui tem esse círculo aqui.
One with the forest.
A máquina de bolhas.
Ha! Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The way ends here. Wanna try jumping down?
Keep up. Can't see.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Cut to the chase. Incoming.
Mas...
Out of the frying pan, with sword comes shadow. Speed of light.
Let's nip that in the bud. Enshroud!
Nice and spicy.
One with nature.
Hey!
Acabou?
This should be the control unit. Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor should also shut down. Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should start to slow. Oh, but I bet you two are more worried about Carcata.
Tem algum baú aqui? Não, né? As orelhas dele balançam quando ele anda.
Keep up.
Ah, tem um baú aqui.
So, Carcata has been collecting parts because it thinks doing so will fix its owner?
Carcata is unable to understand the concept of death. However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts when it malfunctioned, and how that restored it to an operational state. It's true that Carcata isn't able to think or understand many topics, but it is...
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts. But
Yes, but the important thing is that it formed the thought of wanting to repair Abatui. No one knows how this thought came to be, but it has even suppressed the instincts that Abatui had installed. If it really is as we've predicted, this research truly will make waves in the academia. It might have been possible to achieve this with ancient technology, but no one has been able to do the same with modern tools.
Carcata? Carcata? Can you hear Paimon? Tainari says you're awesome!
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time, nor has it replaced its severely damaged parts. It's a miracle that it managed to hang on for so long. I'm going to confirm that the ley line extractor has shut down. Come with me. Let them be alone for a while.
Então aqui mais um momento triste aqui do Genshin. Terminou. Momento triste aqui do Genshin. Vamos desligar aqui a máquina. Quem encontrou ele mesmo aqui.
The ley line extractor has ceased operations.
Coisa sem sentido.
Traces of ley line energy are still in the atmosphere, but the effluence's source has been stopped. Moving on, those affected by the ley lines need immediate care. We'll put up an announcement on the bulletin board about the dangers of entering the contaminated region. And according to the academia's policies, we need to bring everything back. Research materials related to mechanical life forms will be destroyed. And Karkata will be disassembled and...
What the heck?
You two should return first. I'll take care of things here. Although we've stopped the source of the effluence, the ley line energy in the air exceeds normal values. Your bodies won't be able to hold up if you continue to stay here.
But...
Listen, the Traveler hasn't rested very well, right? Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. You're not familiar with this research after all, so you won't be of much use here. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved, and then get some sleep. Oh, and don't talk about Abatui. The fewer that know about mechanical life form research, the better.
All right. Then let's go back to Catherine.
Why are you still... I'll take care of this. Go...
Memórias do Jardim.
Anyway, so the contaminated region turned out to be a ley line effluence deep in the forest.
I see. Thank you for your hard work. Once the excess ley line energy dissipates from the air, we should be able to make an announcement for residents to resume their normal activity. This is the stipulated reward. Please accept it.
Is Karkata going to be sent back to the academia? It's already damaged, but Paimon feels sad thinking about it getting disassembled. Oh, then how about we find Tainari tomorrow and ask him not to do that? Paimon really wants to go right now, but Tainari said that we would discuss matters tomorrow. Alright then, we'll find Tainari tomorrow.
Ah, pra me esperar até o dia seguinte, às 8 horas. Deixa eu passar aqui o tempo. 8 horas. Deixa eu ver, acho que tá bom aqui, né? Bora ver se deu certo.
Scenery is
How are you feeling? Sleep well? We should go find Tainari. How do you think we should ask him?
Eita, o Tinari foi pra longe, hein? Memórias do Jardim.
time to go.
Keep your voice down. The lilac daphne, a daphne of the genus Thameliaceae, has a strong anticonvulsant effect, can be made into an anesthetic powder. Extrapolating from these two datasets, it would be particularly potent against Piscine species.
Arcata?
I thought I told you all to keep your voices low. Plants aren't afraid of noise, but your shouting is making my...
You didn't disassemble Karkata?
Why would I do that?
But Paimon thought you said, according to the Academia's policy.
So that's why you two barged in like barbarians at this hour. Fine, I suppose I wasn't... What I meant was, according to the Academia's policies, all products of research must be destroyed. That's why we can't let the Academia discover that place. Anyway, the first thing I did was repair Karkata. During my time at the Academia, I took an elective course at the Spontama. Who knew it would prove useful one day? We then buried Abatui together. After organizing the research materials, I kept some as a souvenir. Most of it was burned to hide the evidence. I'm not with the Academia, so what do their policies have to do with me? On the other hand, I am the Forest Watcher of the Avidya Forest. I have a duty to protect all life in the forest. All life brought forth in this world has meaning, and Karkata is no exception. If it exists, then it shouldn't be carelessly abandoned or destroyed.
That's great! Wait, you just said life form. You recognize Karkata?
The possibility exists, is all. It's hard to explain Karkata's efforts to repair Abatui. Abatui only left behind a small portion of his research. Who knows how many commands he installed? Maybe a conflict between all those commands resulted in this sort of behavior. From a more rigorous perspective, it is impossible to conclude that Karkata is a real life form. But the possibility exists. I am willing to believe in that. By the way, I'm not interested in continuing research on this subject. I'm just letting it hang out here because this place is relatively secluded. But as things stand now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make it my research assistant. At the very least, it can record my experiments. What do you think? When people at the Academia, I have zero interest in. After coming back yesterday.
Então acabamos aqui mais uma missão lendária. tirar aqui uma foto aqui desse momento aqui. Não, botei foi no relógio, tô tonto. Vou botar aqui o personagem principal. A Paimon podia aparecer nas fotos.
Just what will we come across this time?
Ela podia aparecer nas fotos, né? Não aparece. Fica quieto aí. Fica quieto. Tá aqui. Deixa eu ver aqui essa posição aqui tá boa aqui pra tirar foto. Aparece os três aqui. Pena que ele não olha pra cima, né? Pena que ele não olha pra cima, o personagem. Assim como dá para ocultar a figura, podia ocultar, podia botar a Paimon aqui, né? Paimon, para ela sair na foto. Então é isso, eu não vou fazer a missão do Arconde agora. Essa missão aqui do menino foi muito longa. Depois eu continuo aqui a missão do Arconde. Então eu vou ficar por aqui. Mais uma vez eu agradeço quem compareceu aí, né? Peço que inscreva-se no canal, dê o like ou dislike, comente, compartilhe e ative o sino. Ah, tem uma foto aqui, ó. Tem uma foto aqui do Tinari com o menino aqui, com... A foto aqui do Tinari com o carinha lá que faleceu. Então, como eu estava falando, é isso. Eu vou ficar por aqui. Mais uma vez eu peço que inscreva-se no meu canal, dê o like ou dislike, comente, compartilhe e ative o sino. E até a próxima live.